Hey, y'all. Welcome back.
Hey, everybody.
If we sound a little delayed and stalled, it's because we're trying to eat this gumbo.
Welcome to another episode of Root to Fruit Podcast. I'm your girl, El Renee.
And I'm your girl,
I'm eating, y'all, so I'm happy. Right, I'm your El Renee. Wait a minute, how do I?
Oh, it smacks.
Y'all, sorry. Y'all gonna have to bear with us today because we eating today, okay?
It is so good, too. Ooh. Speaking of this gumbo.
We're gonna speak on it?
Mm-hmm.
Or we gonna wait for them to come in?
Well, we can wait for them to come in, but y'all, we gonna wait for them to come in. Okay.
Shout out to Tone Deaf Network, TDR
Yeah.
Network. Shout out to all, you ain't do nothing. You all good. Shout out to all of our pod cousins and sisters and brothers. Listen, follow Tone Deaf Network on Facebook. Keep up with all of your favorite Milwaukee podcasts. Like it's 100 of us. I can't even start to name them all, but if you follow Tone Deaf, you will find the family, y'all. I promise to God. And we talk about everything, okay? So shouts out to Tone, shouts out to So Greedy Studios.
Woo-woo. Family
inside of Sherman Phoenix. Shout out to Sherman Phoenix. Y'all, we got so many shout outs today. That might just be the title of the show, shout out show.
Right.
we represent everybody today. I mean, everything. But yeah, we happy to be here. This is our third episode of the year.
Where y'all at though?
They out here somewhere. I see 6 people.
Where I'm at?
I don't know, girl.
I'm at Root to Fruits.
I know. That's why I was saying we had to restructure that the page because I'm
where you at?
Well, I'm looking on
TDR?
the actual
Oh, is that TDR?
Mm-hmm.
No, let me go back to
I don't know. Oh, comments. See the comments, sorry. Oh, okay, cool. They right here. Boom. So to all of y'all who here watching, I can't talk. Who are listening to us, if you hear us smacking, that's because we are smacking on this bomb ass gumbo.
Oh, it's so good.
And she just walked through the door.
Hey, girl.
Let's see. Let's get this twisted up here. Hold on. Y'all, so get into this gumbo. I just want to show y'all this real quick. I know this is real ghetto, but look. So,
is that on?
What's that? Her mic?
Yeah.
Say something in your mic, Ash.
Hello.
Yeah, it's on.
Okay, good.
So listen, y'all. Everybody starts, it's plenty of Facebook pages, which we shout out to all those who are, following their dreams and starting communities. Like it's some amazing things happening on Facebook if you follow and stay in the right crowd of people. And this is a testimony to that. Mm-hmm. This woman started a Facebook page, and I'm going to let her tell her story. I'm going to give you just like a little introduction. Just off something that's her passion. And now it's bloomed into a full ass business. So I'm going to let Ashley Howard introduce herself and her business and how she all got started. Y'all give it up for Miss Ashley Howard of Who's Cooking. Look at my crowd. There it is. Yeah, go ahead. You're going to leave the mic, sis.
Hey, y'all.
While we smack.
Okay, so I've always loved to cook, but it wasn't a direct passion of mine. I started makeup. I started makeup by watching my mom and watching my mom just by turning into a business, but it wasn't that I seen everybody else do it, but it just got a little catty, and I didn't find the passion in it. And then of course we went into quarantine, and I just completely fully let it go. And one of the things I find myself found out about myself during quarantine was the fact that I love being at home. I love cooking. And not only do I love cooking, but a lot of people reached out to me. And, when they reached out, I just one night randomly made like a clip art in a group. And the group is called Who's Cooking. Go follow that on
and that's a group
Facebook.
that you started, right?
That's the group I started randomly. And I started it because it was a lot of people who I knew didn't know how to cook. And I kind of wanted people to start, getting creative in their own homes, in their kitchens, creating memories, not just cooking, but create memories for your family. Just do stuff at home, because you see it's not safe out here. I'm against fast food. I really am. The most I'll eat is Chick-fil-A or feeding them till you I'll copycat off of anything and do my own mix on it. And I just started posting and sharing, and people started to ask, well, how do you do that? So that's where the group comes in at. It's a resource for people who need help. Right. So now if you go on there, you ask questions. Any question is not a dumb question. If you don't know how to do it, there are tons of cool people on there who will, give sound advice, nice advice. Drama is not tolerated on there, because that's not what it's for. So I have
bashing, none of that.
None of that. So I have people on there who monitors, or whoever is asking. I have people watching, and commenting for people who do need the help. So it kind of grew, with constantly putting it out there. So we are at almost about 5,000 people.
Wow.
And
that's dope.
Kim Grant and Adija. Adija.
Speaking of, whoop whoop whoop.
I kind of asked her to be an admin, because that's one of the people I really look up to as far as business and food. To be a part of that, and she called me one day like, you're on my mind. Sherman Phoenix wanted me to open up the food side, and I was, basically thinking of you. So I took it and ran
Look
with
at
it.
God, though.
And and some of the people today told me that I'm her clone.
Yeah,
we have more in common than you think, but
than just the cooking, huh?
As well. So
Phil.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let her kind of give a spiel too, because she is a part of cooking. And like, to be honest, I don't know if I'm the neck or the head, but this lady right here, she keep, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm new to business.
Jack of all trades.
You know what I'm saying? And it's
Jane of all trades.
And people think like, when you get feedback or you have somebody who's better than you, that does
that part.
We're
going to talk about that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I love feedback.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like I told her one day, I said, if I'm not doing something, who am I coach? Hey, what's up? Right. You know what I'm saying? Because you want people around. I want to be better.
Right.
And if I'm around somebody who's there, I want to learn from them. But not just learn from them like really, teach me.
Right.
So it's something to that thing too. So I'm gonna let her, because I'm gonna eat this
Miss Adija.
I'm trying to get her in this camera though.
Confection. I know. That's what I just told Tone.
Come on, I need to move.
Yes, Ashley, scoot over here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We can come on. Yeah.
Yeah, you sit right here. We gonna just
Ashley, right here.
We're gonna come on over. Fee gonna slide on over by me. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna make it work.
All right. Here, please, you sit right here.
Y'all keep it on in, right?
Let me get my beat clear.
Shout out to Be Clear, y'all. We trying to
drama.
No, we're just trying to.
Yeah. Where's the mic over here?
Oh,
yeah, but
What you want to eat?
She don't mind. We both can. We can just talk.
I was gonna go over there so I can be out the way. So
no, we in this.
I'm trying to eat, y'all.
Y'all, this is our commercial break.
right. Look at the jingle right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Period. Thank you, Tom. He is a mess.
You ain't wrong.
Man,
I ain't talking to you.
I know.
Listen, we are joined by the Confectionately Yours by GGG. Like, if you don't know this lady, this woman by now, this entrepreneur, this baker, like this mother, this wife, this friend, this sister, like this dope soul. If you don't know who she is, then it's your opportunity to, be introduced to her. She also has a business and a brand inside of Sherman Phoenix. If you've never had or heard of a Doughboy, which is a breakfast sandwich on a donut, fam. Or you can get it on Texas toast, right?
you can.
Or you can get it gluten free.
You can.
Okay, or you can get it without the bun, or
or a croissant.
Or a croissant. Okay. If you've not had her cinnamon rolls, y'all, like peach cobbler, apple.
Caramel pecan.
I was gonna say I just
Red
recently
velvet.
saw a walking caramel cake.
Yes.
What?
But the savory rolls is making a grand entrance,
Oh.
and they came in swinging on y'all.
Oh.
They came
Really? I missed it.
Yeah, the savory
See,
rolls.
I'm have to read. We're going to
They came
reconstruct
in
our
swinging.
Saturday feed. We can't come
Yeah.
at 2:00.
Man.
Right, because we be trying to get stuff and come down.
We're gonna have to negotiate for an earlier time slot so we can come in here.
But
And
we
eat.
talking about something else.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I see your spoon moving.
But wait though, this is why I did not want to be over here because I was trying to go over there and eat. Y'all,
I'm loving it.
look at my bowl.
That's okay. That just
Empty.
speaks to this food, which we're gonna get back to.
Baby.
So we brought Miss Adija. Now this just speaks to like how powerful Black women in, and how if we work together, how we can open doors for each other. Like this just speaks in volumes to who Adija is as a woman. Like, you can get a platform, and because it's so many people doing similar things, it can be hard to really extend that hand because you don't know what that person's motive may be, to take your place or to be in competition with you or whatever it may be. But just her spirit, I know that wasn't the case because these two, I like y'all just kind of linked up. It was just kind of
Right? How did it
I
happen?
saw you in the group because I'm a member of the group too. And I would see you comments. And that's one thing about Adija being in the business. She was never like selfish with her ideas. She would go live in the group. And I won't let you introduce yourself. You still supposed to.
It's okay.
But I would see her like, I learned how to make gumbo because Adija went live. Me and my mom made our own gumbo. She went live in the group. Like
show
that's
you
something
how to
she
do
didn't
it.
have to do. Like other people would have been trying to sell their recipes or no, I need private classes, things of that nature. But no, like she's so free and giving with herself. Like it just speaks volumes to her. So you all, Adija, y'all give it up for her. And I'm gonna let her talk about this connection that they've got going over here. So let's talk about it.
Man, yeah, let's get laid back, man. That's what
So
it
how
is.
did it happen? Like, what about Ashley that made you like her?
Man, I seen that fire, and it was like a fire in her eyes that I know exists in me.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's easy for me to see that. And when I recognize it, when I see it, it's like, man, I know that.
Like, yep, there it is.
I know as a mother, and I just, I'm able to just recognize those things that give you your peace.
Mm-hmm.
Because for me, I had to really take a shot on me, and be in a place where my peace was not negotiable. It's like, what is that one thing that keep you up at night? What is that one thing that you would do if nobody gave you nothing for it?
Mm-hmm.
I tell people all the time, when I talk to the young people, and I'm like, you got to really identify what your passion is, because it's a difference in something that you just kind of want to use as hustle or different. Like, you got to really be able to identify and connect with what your passion is. And once your passion and your purpose collide, then that's when the promise of everything that he said you could have, that's when that thing start happening.
Yes.
Right.
And it's so funny because, man, I just got to share, like, I don't even know what I did with my phone. I probably done hid it in my bosom somewhere, but
but wait, we all like,
right.
I know, no, for real, I just had it, no, for real. But so, duh,
It's
watching
over
us
live,
on
Lord.
But no, it's cool. It's cool, but you know, I was meeting with I had just touched bases with, you know, old friend, you know, Mr. Donnie Ray. Y'all, a lot of people know him from his barbecue and stuff like that. And we was talking, and I was like, you know, I have these keys, you know, the process and your passion, and you know, having your passion and your purpose collide gives you the opportunity to go through the process, and then the profit comes, right? Donnie was like, man, since I got my piece too, it's like, you know, the plan and the position and, you know, all these things. I said, you know what, God just dropped on me so dope, but I'm gonna share with y'all when I can pull up on my Facebook. I think I posted the other day so I can read it. But those are the things that make the difference, you know. And I could see that at Ashley. You know, just the mere fact that she wanted to put, you know, everybody was going through so many different things during the pandemic.
Yes.
They were finding ways to be creative. They were finding ways to just keep their mind busy, you know, and not having that idle mind, right? And so Ashley was like, you know, this is the thing that gives me peace, you know, being in the kitchen and stuff like that. And it's like, you know, how can we help to create a outlet where everybody can feel comfortable and really see that we got so much more in common than we really have different.
Absolutely.
Right.
And so, you know, it took her back to the kitchen, like that thing that made her happy. And so, you know, when I seen that in her, and, you know, she asked me to kind of admin that group and, you know, be a part of that and just kind of help keep the flow of the room positive, all those different things, I was all for it. And it just kind of spiraled from there. And we started talking and we got so much closer. You know, our love for food and cooking and quality, all those things just kind of came together that collided in the opportunity to move past just a virtual platform became available. And I said, you know what? I know I'm like on the ground running crazy with the bakery, but I know that in order for me to really be able to kind of work side by side with the person, I got to be able to have that common fire, that common drive. Like, I need, you know, I tell I got to be able to depend on you just like you can depend on me. Like, you know, we got to be in unison. It's like, you know, synchronized swimming. We got to do things at the same
Absolutely.
time. That's right. Up for me. And so we really started, you know, we took baby steps. And what's to come is just crazy. But
I'm already knowing
that I swear, y'all, when I was talking to Donnie Ray, it was so transparent. Like, it just dropped on me. And I swear, people who know me, they be like, you know, you got a way with words, but it's something I think that God just, he put it in me and it just come out. And I said, when your purpose meets your passion, exercise patience, because his plan will prepare and position you to go through the process. And you will inherit the profit. So that's the P8 approach. That's purpose, passion, patience, plan, prepare, position, process, profit. All of those things are so necessary. See, people.
Somebody put that in the comments.
Right. I was gonna say that.
The truth is, y'all, people always want the promise. They want that end thing, but they don't never want to go through the process.
I'm guilty.
They never want to go through the process. They never want to stick to the plan. They don't want to be in position. They never patient.
Get weary.
But they want the profit.
Right.
Without all that other stuff. And so it's real. Like, people see me or Confectionately Yours, the brand, and what it's doing, and they see all the greatness that God is doing, because it ain't me. It ain't because I'm so great.
Absolutely.
It's just because I listen. Because it's a difference in hearing and listening.
Right.
And when I really started listening, that part. But what I don't want anybody to ever think is that I didn't go through my patience. I didn't go.
That's because people don't see that.
They don't.
You know,
they don't see that.
And their assumptions say you just went from A to Z.
Man,
because it's so beautiful. And whatever the process was, you did it gracefully.
Right. That could be the part too. because it's just so beautiful to watch. You don't even want to know like all the sorrow and all the sweat and the tears and the blood and the sleepless nights. You know what I mean?
How many times I cried in my drive?
Yeah, I know. We shared
it.
it. Yeah.
No, she got real tears.
Period.
Like it's pain behind smiles too.
Absolutely.
Like I work, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm in one thing nobody can never say about Adisha Smith is that I don't put the work in. I put the work in. I am a team player. I'm a coach that suit up.
Yeah.
I ain't that one that just sit back and
clipboard.
be like, man, I don't hold the clipboard.
Right.
Come on.
I'm lacing my shoes up. I'm sweating. I'm for real.
She's not lying because, me coming into the business, into the business, one thing that I can I fully respect her, but one thing I respect is because she's so up here, she would ask well, what do you think?
Right.
We both in this together. What do you think? You know what I'm saying?
That's
you don't
dope.
get a lot of people like that. We gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I may not have the words to say, but she'll, you know what I'm saying? Once she's like, okay, well then let's do this. But she gave me the opportunity to, have a voice.
Yeah.
Right.
So were you ever intimidated in the beginning?
Girl, who wouldn't?
I know I would be. I know Adisha. I've said it
listen.
with her in a circle recently. I get intimidated around
don't
certain.
taste the chat. Right. Wait till I leave.
But
how was it for you?
I'm not gonna lie, Adisha. I was very scared when I set my plate in front of you because she's a taster.
Everything. She can taste everything.
Right.
On.
She can tell you what's in it. All of that.
It's a crazy gift though, y'all.
I know. I know it's nerve wracking.
It is sometimes very awkward.
So you just can't go anywhere and eat and just be like, you be like,
it's crazy because everybody know True and everybody know Funky Fresh. Shout out to my
Shout out to Funky Fresh. Y'all can get him an outpost now.
Hey, now, yes.
Yes, y'all go to any outpost and pick it up. Yes.
Truman is, he's an amazing chef. Funky Fresh is doing massive things. But he comes to me and he be like, sis, before he do certain things, he be like, sis, I need you to taste this. Is it missing something?
Yeah.
We kind of got that kind of relationship with each other.
Right.
Yeah, we do. We have a trust with each other because it is just something weird about this palate of mine. And I don't, honestly, y'all don't really even know.
It's a resource.
It's
I like the way you put that.
When I say resource, a resource, she can tell you anything.
That's
a
gift.
I come to her.
Yeah.
You have people who are food critics like your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are, and nothing knocking them.
Right.
She is a food resource.
Come on, connoisseur.
Pause.
That part, girl. You ain't wrong.
Oh my.
So be fitting.
And now that I give her stuff, I'm not as intimidated because I know I'm gonna get the help that I need.
Right, that part, yeah.
And as young women, they feel like when somebody is above them, it's like, if it's something missing, somebody tell you because you asked them. Receive that help.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's basically where I am in my life. I am starting a business.
You have a business.
For real.
Well, I have a business.
Hello, it is here.
Business, girl.
It is here, honey.
And just to receive that help and that feedback from her is so. I'm still starstruck.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And not just that, I get to see her do her work.
Right.
The inside of the hustle and just working.
Right.
And when I tell y'all, this woman she loves her. She keeps her customers in mind. And when I say that, it could be as simple as this cupcake.
Yeah.
If if something is off on it,
Yeah.
I'm not giving that shit. I mean, that's
Come on, we curse here. That's okay.
I'm not giving that shit out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving that out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Whereas
like,
no person like, girl, go on,
Okay.
sell that.
So wait, I
Box
take
it up.
People be like, this is my name. No, I didn't understand that.
Right.
Then when people like this, but when I see her do her work and it's something that she does not like, she's gonna say something. She means harm because this is her name.
Right.
And I respect that because that teaches me that if I'm putting something out, I want people to really taste my. I want people to have the best,
Right.
To the point where I want people to fly in just to come and see us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like sweetie pie.
Yeah. So
For real.
and
I just did it today. She know I do it in a heartbeat. I do it all the time.
Yeah.
Something ain't right.
something ain't right.
Well, just call me and tell me
I
come
was
to the
gonna
back
say,
door.
like, hey, come get. I messed up on this
Right.
batch.
Meet me at the alley.
But I won't give bad stuff away for free because I just feel like you deserve the absolute best part of me.
Yeah.
And I don't
Girlfriend.
I don't give people anything I wouldn't give my children.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody know how I am about my boys.
That's
I
true.
love them. So
Yeah.
listen,
Right.
no problem.
Yep. You
And-
don't want no
and
problems,
every
big fella.
And you're
should
not
be
wrong.
that way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But seriously, when it comes to quality of what we produce, I just want the people who trust me with their palate.
Mm-hmm.
I want to please their palate, and I want it to be pleasing. I want it to be quality. I want them to, when people have certain experiences with what I create, and they close their eyes and just be like, oh, like that's what I long for. If you don't have a happy experience,
Right.
I need to do something different
Mhm.
so that the next time you have an experience, should you give me that opportunity,
Mhm.
it's right. And that's not to say I always get it right.
Right.
Because I'm not a perfect person. I'm not above anybody. I don't look at things that way. I just believe that if people are gracious enough to bless me with their hard-earned money and support my business, I'm gonna always give them my very best.
Yes.
And when it's not my best, I'm okay with saying that.
Yeah.
Again, I had the experience today. We had a Who's Cooking pop-up, and we sold clean out of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And
Everything.
And the gumbo sold out first.
Pre-orders.
And we had a pre-order customer,
Yeah.
and she will remain nameless. But we had a pre-order customer, and for some reason we didn't get her gumbo. But I had some that I made earlier in the week, and I could have given her that. So one of my team members said, "Well, we can give her some." And I said, "I need to taste it."
Yeah.
And I tasted it, and I said, "I can't give her that."
Mm-hmm.
I can't. And I told her, I was very honest with her. I said, I first of all apologize that we didn't have her pre-order.
Mm-hmm.
I said, and I did have some. I said, but I can't give you a quality any less than what everybody else experienced today.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it. So when we have gumbo again this week, you'll be the first to get it.
Right.
But
right.
I don't. And some people are okay with just giving whatever.
Yeah.
That's just not me.
Tacky.
That's not who I am. That's not how I was raised.
Baby, because that was a New Orleans party in my mouth.
I know. I just have to put mine away. Like I'm warming up when I get home.
And I don't even like cold food because I let it get cold. No, I let it get cold.
Yeah, we were playing around.
Yeah, because we was down here talking first, and I let it get cold. But
it's y'all come to Sherman Phoenix and okay. So when are you open? Like, what's the flow? Like, this is your first day.
yes,
This is a pilot day.
This was a pop up.
Oh, okay.
Pop up.
Well, I'm speaking it's some more stuff.
We're gonna be opening very soon.
Okay.
We have to put some stuff in, decent and in order before we start.
Right.
So we're gonna post that.
Okay.
Post that.
So they need to be follow or like and follow the Who's Cooking
the
page.
Who's Cooking
Okay.
page.
They can follow Who's Cooking. Ashley and I we will have a full out grand opening.
Oh,
But we're going to be popping up a couple days a week.
Okay.
Then.
All right. Okay.
That's cool.
So
That's
we want to
good,
start
y'all.
introducing the community to some of the things they can expect to experience.
Yes.
Because that's what we wanted. We wanted it to be an experience, like like nothing else.
Right.
You know, we're not trying to duplicate anything else. We're just depositing all the love we have for this thing into what we produce, so that when you get
right,
yeah,
and as a consumer, that makes a difference. As a consumer, to see people like you're not just doing it to make a profit, like you really passionate about, and that's what drew me to the group. Honestly, like I'm not a person that loves to cook, but seeing everyone post and you all post about food, it made it fun for me. So me and my mom were getting there and tag team like the gumbo. That was so much fun. So I started to now look up recipes like what we can cook so we can put it in the group. Like, you know, just make up stuff, you know, that makes a world of difference. And I'm gonna tell you one post that really drew me even more was someone was on there bashing somebody else's food and he was like, we not doing that one. Like whether it looks pleasing to your palate or not, we're not discouraging somebody because that may be all they have to present. And that just really was like, man, this is you know.
I looked at a lot of food groups, and one thing that I'm proud of with our group, because it's not just my group, it's a family oriented group. I hate bullies. I don't like a bully. You know what I'm saying? And it was like people who never posted food, you know, just having so much to say.
Right, the nerve.
Yeah, like, but I wanted people to, somebody else stuff. I wanted people to come on there because it was a safe place, and not only that, we were shut in.
Right, exactly.
And some of them don't have people that live with them, right? But to have somebody to talk to, and then like to give, you know, food resources. And from the group, it really helped me because I was afraid to cook certain things. Like for Thanksgiving, this was my first Thanksgiving. Actually,
you did what, dressing?
Yeah.
Yes,
and
girl.
I even got in the group and was like, "Well, what do y'all put in y'all dressing?"
Yeah, I remember that.
So,
Same.
My mom didn't cook this year for Thanksgiving. You know, we just buried my grandfather, so it was really a tough time. So I just cooked, and she came over. The kids came over, and they really loved the food. And my mom was like, "You got seasoned hands, like an old woman."
Yeah.
You know? So like from that, like anything that I keep my eye on, this year I promised myself that I'm going to cook it,
right?
You know, but I'm going to have Adija taste it.
Yo, I'm just so happy for Ashley and you like collaborating, because I personally know like her passion for cooking and all that good stuff. Like Ashley been doing this forever, and we've been trying to like push her like, girl, you should open a restaurant, but timing is everything.
I'm trying to tell
absolutely
you.
Timing is everything, and I believe that, you know, that wasn't the time for her, but this one is, because she got, you know, the backing, the support, you know what I mean? And I'm just so excited for her to see her flourish and do her thing. You know,
it's been so seamless. It's been like, even now I talk about how when you went down south to see your family, and I was in tears when you got those pots and stuff. I was like, look at, it's like the God is just like here.
I just talked to a DJ, and I remember my great grandmother, but I didn't have those memories of her. She was an activist for the marches that King led. And they would stay at her house and she would cook for them.
Oh, wow.
So I didn't know that. I was tall like her. I had long feet like her.
Come on here.
And, you know, and I didn't know that. And that was my first time meeting the Dotson side.
Oh, wow.
My grandfather's family when we buried him. And shout out to my cousin Deb, because that's who taught me how to do the
Hey, Deb, girl.
Like so much in common, and walking away from that, it gave me something to look forward to. Like I have someone, I carry someone's name. You know what I'm saying? And
the legacy,
right?
The legacy. So walking in my great grandmother's house, everything was still in place. And, you know, went to her kitchen. The pots were all, you know, put up, and mom was like, "Just take it." And that meant so much to me. It meant so much to me, and I just have that now.
Yeah.
People don't like, as Black people, sometimes like with white privilege or whatever you call it.
Say that shit loud. You can say it loud.
Some of us don't know our people.
Yeah.
Right.
We got
gotta
privilege to know, the background of
right,
our people.
right,
and who we are and why we are.
Yeah, like her grandmother, like they cooked and stuff.
Ooh.
But I didn't have anybody to be like, this is where I get it from.
That you knew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The closure of losing my grandfather, it really did something to me to go down there.
Yes.
So when I need to find a place to run, I know I have that place now, to run and to get rejuvenated and
get inspired.
I was gonna say that inspiration. I would go in there and just meditate there.
And, just learn new things like. And I love it down there. Probably when, I get established here and, things take off.
Go ahead.
I want to have something down there.
Okay, go ahead.
Like the soil is different down there.
And where is it exactly?
Kosciuszko, Mississippi.
That's where I'm from. Girl, get out of here.
Well, hold on.
The Wilders, my Wilder, Mallet, Lil John, all my people, Bentleys, we're all from Kosciuszko, Mississippi.
Guess what Ashley just learned? My grandma was born and raised in Kosciuszko, Mississippi.
Lord have mercy. Hey, cousins.
So my grandmama taught me just about everything.
Was probably neighbors. They probably was good girlfriends.
Okay. Good Judies.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Good Judies.
When I tell you, it's scary.
You gotta know you from Kosciuszko because you know how to say it. A lot of people don't even know.
Come on here. Kosciuszko. That's where all my family reunions are. Kosciuszko.
From Kosciuszko.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
wow.
And like we will we will go down to Mississippi, like Marks, those places and stuff like that. But I've never gone to Kosciuszko.
It ain't nothing but like
you know what? I'm not even gonna say that.
You drive too fast, you out of there.
I probably went, but I was young. But I really got to experience
now,
like the repasses at my cousin's house, and like the whole community just came. And when I say the food was good,
I believe it.
Like the flowers good down there, the cabbage, the green. It's so cool. So it was that experience for me. Like the food, I didn't even know we were gonna go down there and get to experience that in that way.
Right.
But it was really a great experience, and now that. My cousin
said she got family.
Yes, Tamara White. Shout out to her.
Oh,
Delicious
really?
Bites, another entrepreneur.
Yes, so
all trades.
I'm excited about that.
Y'all.
Like that, I have that family down there, and that I have something to back. Like, that's where I get that from. So, because I'm the only tall one in my family, I didn't know. So my mom was like, "Yeah, your grandmother is."
We have to connect. If you still have elderly family, like
go
sit, auntie, like my
learn.
Auntie. That's who I got my sass from. My auntie Mabel. Like before she passed, like she was just so
girlfriend.
Yes, that was my girlfriend. But just go sit with them, y'all. You ain't gotta. They don't even just want you there. Just be there, and you find out who you are.
These generations to come.
Listen,
so lost.
They won't have the conversation. They growing up on Hot Pockets.
Yeah.
Flaming Hot.
Yeah.
But
Takis.
They won't. Takis.
Yeah.
Right? They won't have these experiences.
Yeah.
Because it's up to us to pass
our generation.
Right.
I just said that to P3 this morning, that it's our generation that's going to either reach back or pull, reach to the forward or reach back. You know what I'm saying? We're in the middle of everything. Yeah. So after us, it's I don't say it's going to be lost, but it's going to be a lot different if we don't continue to feed them. You know.
And the truth is, we have to show them the possibilities in order for them to know that they have the capability.
Yeah,
that's true. Very true.
And things like this, you know what I'm saying?
This right here,
connecting.
This right here.
Yeah. I'm thankful, y'all.
This
I'm learning.
Possibility shows our children their capabilities.
Right. Absolutely. Where we are, Sherman Phoenix. Like it's so many micro levels. It's
Listen. When you can show your kids that 29 Black business owners can win at one time in one building.
Come on,
it shows them they are capable of it.
Right.
We got a Black our vice president
Is
get
black.
hers.
Like, and she real black
well,
too.
She might not get hers, but she's black. She is sister.
Yeah.
Like, for real, you know. We had
And our former first lady is
our
still. She's still a first lady, right?
Yeah, that's still mine.
And forever first lady.
Yes.
Put rollers in her hair, like for real.
And carry hot sauce in her bag.
Listen. So those possibilities show us that you know we're capable of all of the greatness that like we deserve, and we deserve it.
Exactly. We have to get out of that mindset that we don't.
Absolutely.
But as a young woman, one of the key things for me and to the young women and men, you have to be willing to listen and take in
Constructive.
like for real, because I'm not right all the time.
Let me tell you what's so dope.
Who is though?
Crazy.
Who is?
That's key for our generation to learn. Like, be open.
Because I want to win, just like this chick right here.
And she know, like, she's
you get what
living
I'm
it.
saying?
So why?
So
would
if I'm not doing something right, guess what? It's not right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm over here still trying to figure it out.
I'm still trying to, and I'm not ashamed to say that. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to always be here.
That's
Mark
true.
my words.
But the thing is that even in the correction or direction opportunity,
okay, I like that.
I give her. I got them from somebody too.
Yeah.
Because I ain't always right.
Yeah.
And I'm still scratching the surface, but I also got some people that, in my mentors,
right,
they're saying, okay, Adisha, that ain't it.
Yeah.
You need to do it. So I'm able to pass that and say,
and that's so good. Because there's so many people who don't want to do that. Like, what I'm trying to do, not to get off the subject, but what I'm trying to do in my own little venture, business, whatever. I have reached out to somebody who's where I'm trying to go, and he was just like, he did not want to share with me like nothing. So I was like, you know what, that's cool. Like, he ain't the one. He ain't it.
It ain't little. It's your plan. You right.
And
it's gonna be your process. It ain't
you
little,
right.
You're not gonna dumb down your goals.
And your vision. Don't get me together on this.
I need a praise break button song.
It ain't so.
Like,
you know.
Dun, 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 dun.
Seriously, we talk about the desires of your heart. Don't hide under no.
True.
It's so hard though.
It is, because I be so like.
She was like, cause my little bit.
We so humble.
Fix my posture because
right.
Okay.
First of all, you put some authority on that thing.
Yeah,
I feel you.
God looking at it like, oh, you don't really feel.
You don't believe.
You ain't really. Look at me. I be doing the same thing.
But for real, if you don't believe you, but you want everybody else.
Right. That's true.
And that's so true. And thank you for that. Thank you for that. I accept that. I accept that.
Real quick, one of the matriarchs, my godmommy, Miss Jenny Bentley, said, "This is good. Keep going. These are my girls. I love what
her
you are
so
doing."
much. That's my
shout out to her. Like
I
I said, she's one of the ones who raised a generation.
Yeah,
like she probably babysat all of us.
Listen, my
still
kids,
going. Yep. So,
when I first had Dion, and I didn't know what I was doing with it. That's who, you know what? She was one of the ones, like, she would say stuff and I would get so mad.
Oh, yeah.
You know
what
I'm saying?
She would make you so mad.
But you know what?
You couldn't do nothing but respect.
Right. She was telling me
right.
She's a mother. Generations of kids.
Yeah.
Shout out
now
to Miss Jenny.
this day, I appreciate that. But I don't ever want to go to that point of, man, I appreciate what you did and just realize it then.
Right.
No. Now,
tell her now.
Yeah.
Give her flowers now. Yeah.
Because
she's still obviously still here, pushing and rooting you on and seeing the fruit of her work.
She waiting on my baby.
Right. Yes. Get ready. Tracy Obenay said growth. Yes, it is. It's absolutely. Yolanda said, I love this. Thank you all for being on. Shout out to y'all for being interactive.
Right.
Yes.
This is good. This is really good.
Who's cooking it's dope. Let me tell you, I went to a tasting last night. And my cousin, my mom's cousin, actually, his mom, she just got on Facebook or whatever. And so I was telling them about, you and what y'all doing. I'm like, man, it's finna be dope. I can't wait tomorrow, And so he had never even heard of like Sherman Phoenix. I'm like, what? Where
My
you
auntie.
been?
Yeah, my auntie's first time here.
I'm
She
like,
out there
where
now.
have you been? Like, you gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's so inspiring because he's a caterer, he, a chef, licensed good. Like, you need to go. You can get inspired. Like, I'm just talking like that. And so I was like, yeah, it's called Who's Cooking. And so his mom was like, wait a minute, it's on Facebook. I'm like, yes, it is. She like, I think I'm in that group. I'm like, yes, girl.
We almost found about 5,000.
Yes.
And he knew nothing about it, but she did. I'm like, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
That will be so powerful for Who's Cooking. And when me and Ashley was kind of talking about this whole process is, Who's Cooking kitchen counter is really could be anybody. We just kind of are the forefront.
The name alone.
I stopped there earlier, like, who's
And
cooking?
so-
People like, who cooking?
Right. Like who's cooking? Like who?
I love
Like,
it.
people
Yes.
say, who cooked the potato? Who made the potato salad?
Yes.
But we start thinking about
Wow.
from a business perspective. We say, you know what? This will give us opportunities to invite other chefs in. So that we can let people know who's cooking this weekend. Who's cooking this weekend? Oh, it might be Nisha.
Yeah.
Shout out Chef Nisha. Oh, who's cooking this weekend? Oh, it might be Chef Tasha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh, that just gave me the chills.
Come
Yes,
on
girl.
here.
Speak it.
Because we're not selfish with the platform.
That's
Can't
right.
be.
And
That's
we
right.
want, people to be able to experience the greatness that's out here. And
Right.
like, man, when we work together, y'all,
So much can
when
be
we-
done. Oh,
when we do this thing, oh man,
I'm
I
excited.
just connected with a vegan chef.
What?
Man, shout out to Rain True. Man.
Oh my God, Rain
so
True.
Me and Rain was hooking up. We was all in. I was like, man, we need to do this. Like, we need to collaborate. We need
She's
to do something
dope.
together. She's like, sis, let's do it. Like, man, we got all kind of. Listen, me and Rain.
I'm
Y'all
waiting.
listen, y'all about to see me and Rain do something.
Yes.
Y'all about to see me and Tasha James do something.
She's
Okay.
dope too.
Y'all about to see Who's Kitchen do something.
Mm-hmm.
Look.
But those collaborations are gonna be with Confectionately Yours, just some dessert,
Yeah.
vegan things.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Who's Cooking is a platform
I
that's
love
gonna
it.
be great for.
I
I
can't
absolutely
wait.
love it. And I can't wait until the
Yeah.
world opens up a little more.
I know.
I see cooking classes where people can come in and just sit
Yeah.
and get the basics of
Yeah.
this and that. You know what I mean? In that space. Like, yeah, because women like me,
Definitely.
I had my mom. My mom is still trying, but I wasn't in a place to receive it in a
Diamond.
certain
Mhm.
age. But now I'm older. I'm thinking of
Right.
family.
Yes.
I need it. And
Yes.
she's, she's not, it's not that she don't want to, but she may not always be available.
Yeah.
So let me come in and get these notes
got
on this.
to,
You know what I mean?
Because they're not gonna be around forever.
Yeah.
Who gonna make the dressing?
Yeah.
Well, I make the dressing now.
That's
That's
what
the
I was
thing.
just gonna say. Who gonna make the black eyed peas and the chitlins on
Man.
the ears when they go?
That's what I was gonna say, because people don't think about that.
They
When
don't.
your mom and them gone, who do you look to? You
Mhm.
get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So now that my grandmother is older, and my mom, she can or cannot cook if she don't want to, but because
Right.
I love cooking,
Right.
and she's handing the torch over. So when
Right,
she is
right.
gone, because I'm not the older sibling, but they look to me as
Right.
the older sibling.
But you the grandmama of the city.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's me. I got them grandma hands.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's that's I'm being molded right
Yeah.
Yes.
now. You get what
But
I'm
you know
saying?
what? Since you said that makes you like understand now. Like when my grandma used to be like, come give me this sage, come give me this, come give me that. I'm like, dang, why she always calling me to be in the kitchen?
Mhm.
Like, call them.
Hear you.
Yes, and I see
paid
why.
attention, but yeah,
I see why.
yeah. And
Like,
and
dang.
I just like anytime that I like get sad or I go in the kitchen and cook. I don't care if it's a pot of grits.
Yep. And
Right,
Carlos
try to,
over.
you know what I'm saying?
They're gonna be
And
the best damn grits.
I'm telling you.
I'm gonna try that.
And one thing that I
Just
did,
start cooking.
I just cook something.
no,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah, I want to try. As I hear that so much, it's therapeutic, and
it's very
eating is therapeutic, but I don't see the.
Eating sure is.
and that's where I get to create and do things of that nature. But it also work hand in hand with if you wake up every day not doing what you love to do.
Listen.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
When I tell y'all, I bow to myself because I haven't been back to work.
Mm. Come on, guys.
I haven't been back to work. I cried so much.
Right.
That it's not my passion to sit behind a desk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You do what you got to do.
Right.
I love cooking, and like the energy just really just, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But once I got up from that table and cooked for my family, it just kind of relieved. But I want to, every day I wake up, I want that same.
That's what you want to do.
You know what I'm saying?
Same feeling.
And I'm that I can't work
and
for
the provision
nobody.
will be made.
You know, so it's just been a great experience. I'm willing to go through those hard times. Because that's what makes it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to really just. Yeah, but I haven't been back to work.
Wow.
I don't even know if I'm fired yet. But
hey, I'm not gonna worry about that. You gonna go without?
They gonna do what they gotta do. So you do what you gotta do.
Exactly.
And the support is solid. You know, just from the community, just from the Who's Cooking family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Great New Birth family. Shout out, Great.
They came. I ain't seen all these people.
Listen, we gonna be cooking all night trying to feed.
I'm trying to get some contracts.
Right.
I'm
period.
really trying to, you know, So it's been. I just, you know, I always pray like God order my steps.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Calm me, settle me. This week, just a side note. This is why God led me to this one. I got a gun drawn on me. And it was just, I never had that happen to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That was kind of like your experience.
Like your
driving.
Mm-hmm.
Road rage.
He was, you know, swerving and came and, you know, was talking stuff and drew his gun. But I can honestly say I'm a hothead and I have to calm down. You get what I'm saying?
Real tears.
I have to I literally had to park my car and scream, and I called my mom and them like, you know, this just happened. And then we were in the middle of doing some, me and the DJ, and I came back and I told her, and the DJ's like, listen, I've been there. I understand how you feel, but you have kids. You know what I'm saying? And right then and there, I appreciated her because she understood. But at the same time, she kind of was like, hey, come on, will it back in.
Right. You can't stay there. Right.
You know, you can't stay
there.
So
can't change it.
That's why it's good to have somebody around you who can do that. You know what I'm saying? Not just when it comes to cooking, but who really cares.
She put the
genuinely
spatula down and picked up that, you know. Yeah.
So we have to learn how to respond and not react.
Oh, and you good, because listen, thank God for you.
I'm telling you.
No, really, because like everybody who know me know that, you know, I hate that experience happened to her. It was very frightening. And I'm so thankful that God covered her in that moment. It would have ended a lot different if it was me. Only because in that P8 approach I talked about a while ago, I'm always prepared.
Yes.
So it would have been a lot different.
Monkey see, monkey. You show me, I'll show you.
And I always been taught you don't pull out unless you ready to
that's right. Exactly. That's true.
To use it.
Right.
For me, I'm going home my kids.
Yeah.
And I'm just thankful that experience did not end ugly.
Right.
But I always just, you know, I am a mother before anything.
Right.
For real. Like, I'm a mother before anything. I have to think about how my reaction is going to impact those that I love. You know,
and it hurts me so bad.
And it's so sad that we live in a time where it is so regular, and it is like there's like no remorse that a man will draw a weapon
on a
woman. Yeah.
Like, serious.
Like, without,
like,
and you see it's a woman. And your child can be. Mitchell's with me twice. Yeah. It happened.
You know,
like they don't care.
But it takes back. Where are they grandmothers?
Right,
and
who
they
raised
mothers
you?
and all that kind of stuff. Like, and so that's why it's so important for us to change that narrative as well. Like, we raising men.
That's true.
For real.
Yeah.
And you know that's so unfortunate. But I just have to try to encourage her to reroute her thoughts and just, you know, put yourself in a place of just thankfulness that God covered you and moving forward. Just, you know, we have to respond and not react.
Right.
these people don't, because at the end of the day, they don't care enough about their lives to begin with, so we know they don't care about ours, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad that she remained safe, and I was able to help bring her back around.
Right.
It was very scary.
You get the license plate number.
Yeah, but you don't think about that in that moment, like
you
just
don't.
Mm-hmm.
And even after the moment, you be like, you know what, I grew up as much as, you know, my grandmama and them was saved, but my daddy and them wasn't. And
they ain't quite right on that Kosciuszko side, ain't right?
I'm trying to tell you. I mean, so I get it. But, you know, we got through that, and we just, you know, we thankful.
Grateful, yes.
Yeah. And that's the example of me learning and, you know, taking in
Growth.
not just food, but life.
Yeah.
You know?
You're going to have to move different, especially with the platform. As you go higher,
right, because
your reactions and responses will have to be much different.
And that's true. And you know what? In the prepared part, now I'm prepared.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what
period. Peace be still.
Man, because people who ain't got nothing to lose will help you lose everything. Yep. So you got to really be mindful
about your stuff. Absolutely. So who's cooking? You can find, for all of you all who are listening and tuning in, if you haven't already, go and
follow that group.
Go share, invite 5 to 10 people to the Who's Cooking group. Today was a pop-up at the Sherman Phoenix, but it's going to be a lot more to come from Miss Ashley Howard in connection with Miss Adisha Greer, Confectionately Yours, and all the good things. All the good things. Anything else? Where else can they find you? Or do you have any other platforms right now?
Stuff,
or
So we will pop up again this upcoming weekend.
Okay.
So what the plan is we will continue to at least pop up at least 2 days a week.
Okay.
Primarily towards the weekend, because we want people to be available.
Right.
Until we are fully ready to launch grand opening.
Okay.
We'll kind of let you guys know in advance what that menu will look like, how you can do some pre-ordering if you just can't wait. You know, all those good things. And you know, like I said, once the world have some normalcy
again,
that we're hoping for again,
please, Lord,
then, you know, we'll be able to do things a little bit different, but we will eventually open the door to doing some catering for people.
Hey, now,
you know, small events that are still COVID friendly. We can still take on some of those things,
like March 13th. Baby shower.
Like March 13th.
It could have been April 3rd, but you know, she in it, so.
Right.
It's like sister, whatever. My
man, I'm
diary,
just so
everything.
happy.
She's getting married to this young man right now.
Shout out to Rashad. Look at him.
Oh, he ain't even in it.
Y'all, he's so nonchalant, y'all. He just be like, he don't be here.
Yeah. So, you know.
So we need that prayer.
And so we encourage, like, you know, any chefs that are, you know, home chefs or who do catering, things like that, you know, connect with us on some potential future things that we might be able to just kind of work with. One of the things that I am hoping to bring to Who's Cooking is those virtual opportunities to do some cooking demos. I actually just got an opportunity personally for Confectionately Yours for me to do some work with UWM. So I'm going to be teaching some virtual classes through UWM.
Oh, cool.
On a baking platform. One of the other great things that Who's Cooking has had an opportunity to do is to connect with World Central Kitchen.
Yes.
Wow.
We've been doing some cooking for them.
Yeah.
We've been doing some cooking for a couple other community outlets over the next few weeks, just to kind of where we're able to just help feed people quality meals.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, with the pandemic and everything going on, there are a lot of different resources out here. And one of the movements is to make sure that families are still able to eat.
Right.
Because people have lost their job. They've lost everything.
Right.
But no child, man or woman should go.
Nobody.
Right.
And there are outlets, you know, when I was growing up, you know, and I could hear, you know, my mother and them, or, you know, my mother was in social services and things like that. And, or just, you know, if you think about the soup kitchen era and things like that, nowadays, with the churches being closed, the food banks and stuff not being available, who's feeding the community?
Right.
Yeah.
And
I love it.
I just still, although these people are, may not be in the same economic status as the next person,
right?
That don't mean they meal should look
exactly
like that. You don't feed people
That's
slop.
true.
They're not in jail.
Listen, there's some people out here feeding people stuff, and it's horrible.
Porridge.
And
they'd rather probably not eat.
Inmates, that's the truth.
Yeah,
like fast food.
Inmates are eating better than some of our people out here, And so we are thankful for an opportunity to be able to feed families quality meals.
More to come. Yes. More to come.
So it's so much more to come.
I'm excited.
Oh, right. I can't wait.
So y'all make sure y'all are connected to these beautiful women. Support them. Yes. We got to keep it going.
Man, let me see.
This bowl speaks for us.
High bones today.
Listen.
Look.
Is there any more upstairs? Any more Popeye upstairs?
It's not. And I'm going to tell y'all.
Hey, that's people. My phone ding and people are asking, do we have more from coming to
I should have got some Popeye.
But listen.
Yes, it was gone.
I stopped in my tracks.
So, and it ain't your average. See, and that's the other thing. When me and Ashley talk about this is not your average Joe over here, okay? Who's cooking ain't your average. Listen. That Popeye is not, that ain't like a banquet.
Right.
That ain't a KFC. That Popeye is country.
I know y'all got some stashed in the back. Look, I ain't gonna call y'all out like that. I ain't
we know how Ashley get down. Yes.
You gonna be here.
I can stick around for a few minutes. No, I'm just playing. I'm gonna catch you. Yeah, you should have came on out here, Rebecca.
Shamika said that Popeye, Jesus.
Wasn't it though?
Y'all, hold on. So Adija mom, y'all.
Listen, I'm already knowing.
Made my day. She tasted the Popeye. She was like, she was over in the corner, y'all, just going. I'm like, it's good. She was like, yes.
Yeah.
Listen, and mom dude's got that
palate too, huh?
That resource palate.
I'm gonna tell you, and when people ask me, my mom always taught me that when, especially when it comes to cooking. So this is one of the things when I know something is right and when it's right. She say it put a ring in my ear when you start getting the ring, and I ain't know what she meant growing up until I got older and I started getting the ring. I said, I'll be damn. That's what she was.
Yeah.
So I know when something right when I. Get
I don't be going crazy when I be dancing and
when
stuff sometimes.
I get this ring in my ear, y'all. I said, Mom, taste it now.
Yeah.
She gonna take it home. I said, no, Mom. Taste it right now.
Oh, y'all gotta go find
I said, Ashley.
I hear you, Lord.
I said, Mama.
There's a sound.
I said, Mama, don't put the stamp on it.
Boy, y'all look.
Sound I love.
So I made it. We were preparing it, whatever, getting ready for this day. And I had her say, she said, something ain't right.
I told her, in my ear.
No, for real.
Yeah.
So this morning I had to, come in and do whatever. And then when I gave it to her.
I'm sorry to say
that. You know what I said before we put it out? And her mom, because her mom has a palate too. And if she said, I'm like, oh, well, then there you go.
That's what Shamika just said. If she says it's good, it's definitely good.
Oh, yeah. Missing that? No, for real.
But the only thing is now with me, I have to start writing my stuff down.
Right.
Because I don't know how to measure.
And,
that's the struggle.
Yeah. Because yesterday we was cooking, we was doing, I said, she tasting. I'm like, it's good.
And I was like, no.
The sound.
I said, but it's missing.
She was like, I said, no, that's not the reaction I had when you first. I said, no. I said, it ain't there yet.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Come on, perfection.
Just be like, well, we just gonna,
it didn't sit well with me.
I could taste it. If I can never taste it later. I need to taste it
right
now.
Still be tasting it when I done digested it.
Right.
That Popeye is.
It sits in you.
And I don't eat Popeye, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I seen it. I don't eat it. I seen it. I had made it at home. and I started looking through stuff to look how people make it, and then I put my own spin on it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So once I made it, I think Sean and Diamond, they live around the corner from me now.
Yeah.
I got some, but I was like, I'm gonna take this down to Adija because I was scared.
Uh-huh.
She
So
came
bring it to her. I was like,
to make this shit.
and this was the time where we had to take my son to the hospital because he had an asthma attack. It was in the midst of that, but I ended up cooking because I needed to calm down.
Mm-hmm.
So when I made it and I gave it to her, y'all should have.
I was first like, why are you here with this? She's
Mhm.
like, you gotta taste it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna taste it. And I was busy. And she called me. She was like, did you taste it? I was like, no, Ashley. I'm gonna eat it when I get home. She's like, okay, call me when you taste it. Then she called me again. I said, Ash, I said, I'm on my way home. As soon as I get in the
I
house,
was so nervous.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat it. I ain't even warm it up, y'all.
Yeah.
I sat down.
Like, let me get
I
this.
FaceTime her. I was like, bitch.
Right.
That's the reaction.
Right. Yeah. The crazy part is, you know, you always got a little residue left in the bowl, right? But wait, I left it on the table. I came back.
Not it
I
was
said,
gone.
where'd the bowl go? My son Xavier was like, Mom, is that white bowl you had on the table down there on the floor? I said, yeah, how'd it get on the floor? Girl, the dog, he done cleaned the bowl.
No.
Listen, and was laid out like a fat cat. So, and everybody who know Jackson, they know Jack's crazy. Jackson loves it.
Tell us something.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's good.
Corbin. All right. My brother, y'all. He another cook too.
Right,
Yes,
right,
it
right.
is.
Shout out to Corbin.
What?
He could crack.
Bye. We in the middle of a recording, brother. Oh, he outside the building. Come on in. Come on in the room.
Come on.
All right, we getting ready to wrap it up. We
He's
wrapping it up.
adorable.
Come on
You gotta
in.
pop in. We can't see it.
That's my Tita bud. Hi, Tita Papa. Hi, Tita baby. Come here. Her said I can come in. Well, y'all, this turned out to be amazing. Thank y'all for coming on. Hey, Callie.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
She like, I'm coming in.
Right. Hey, Titi baby. Come on. You gonna help us close the show?
Yes,
You gotta sing though.
okay.
All right. Thank you all so much, y'all. Make sure you're following Who's Cooking on Facebook. Make sure you're following Confectionately Yours by GGG on Facebook. Right? You have a page dedicated, right? Or not
Yes.
just your okay.
Mhm.
Make
And
sure you are
IG,
following.
right?
Or Instagram
Yep.
or Twitter.
Yes. So make
All
sure you
that.
are following
Or
so
you
you
can go
know.
to Sendix.
Come on here.
All locations.
You know,
Right.
or you can go to Palermo.
Everything. Yes, I
Yes,
love
all
it.
that.
And they're doing amazing things. Like I'm so excited about this Who's Cooking. Now I know the concept
Yes.
or part of it. This is only like the beginning, but like that's going to be so dope. Opening so many doors for so many people, and you are a testament to follow. Just follow your heart. Like do it for other people, and it's gonna come back to you in so many different ways. So, shouts out to you, Ash. I'm so proud of you, girl. Like,
So excited.
it don't
for
take
her.
long either, girl. It ain't
Mm-mm.
even a year. So,
It
just
hasn't.
keep going. Like,
Suddenly.
I'm
Suddenly.
a testament. It don't take all day God for God.
nothing. And like you
Suddenly.
told Fee earlier, say it with your chest, nigga. Talk to my little bitty idiot
Right.
business.
Right.
That
My little bitty,
little micro business. Nah, or
But then
the whole.
put dream on the back.
Yeah. But we talk about that all the time, her and I.
We do.
We have to stop because of who
and we
our
do. We gotta.
personalities. We
Yeah,
get
we just
so humble,
downplay,
and
yeah.
I told y'all,
Yeah.
but I'm working on it though. So y'all
I
make sure
am
y'all
too.
'Cause you a
following,
pretty big damn deal.
and that's on
Right, you know, I'm a
everything.
pretty big deal.
And I am too because you encourage me to,
Always.
Yes,
That's what I'm supposed to do, sis.
definitely.
Thank y'all so.
Y'all make
so
sure y'all
much.
following Roots of Fruit Podcast, Instagram, Facebook.
a pretty
This
big deal.
Episode will be available this week on all podcast streaming networks.
Yep.
First of all,
Shout out to
I remember when you was like, I want to do a podcast one day, and I look at you. Don't tell me about dreams.
I know.
Fee, have you came up with a name
for what?
for your business?
I did.
What is it?
My philosophy,
Okay.
Yes.
and it's spelled with. Well, my
You
nickname
love
is
that,
Fee,
Mike?
so it's philosophy with Fee at the end. My
Nice.
nickname.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that's gonna be a whole episode.
That's a
We're
whole
gonna talk about
cool.
fees for my philosophy.
Yeah.
We always talk about a pretty big deal, but we never really talk about what you
Because
got
put it
going
out in the
on.
earth.
Well, because mine is just now becoming into something. You know what I mean? At
Mhm.
first, I was just like, playing around with it, and
But now
But
you
now
can
it's-
and
yeah.
talk
But
about
now
it.
you gonna
We are.
put some
Yeah.
respect on your
Next
yeah,
week's
put some-
episode,
Okay, we're gonna put some
my
respect
philosophy.
Nice.
Right, I'm like,
As
don't
she
get me
should.
But I
Callie,
needed that though. I
you want to
appreciate
tell
that.
everybody to have a great weekend?
Yes.
Say have a great weekend
Have a great weekend.
and love on somebody.
I love somebody.
All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all share.
Stay warm.